Alright, welcome. This is the third video in the percents notes. In this video, we're going to talk about percents as a measure of change, as opposed to measuring a fraction of the whole. So our examples are still going to regard populations of counties in Oregon. And the question that we're asked here is, which county grew more between Multnomah County and Deschutes County between the years 2000 and 2010? So we have this table that gives us the population of each county in each of those years. So for instance, this 157,733 number is the population of Deschutes County that we learned from the 2010 census. So the issue with this question, though, is that it's ambiguous. There's at least two ways to answer it. One, measuring the number of people that changed, and two, measuring the percent change. So the growth can be measured two ways. Measure and two ways, at least. The number of people that changed, the number of people that were added, and the percent that number represents. Out of the whole. So we're still going to use that concept of percent as a fraction of the whole, but now we're going to interpret it as a measure of change. So let's first measure the growth in number of people. Measure in number of people. Number of people, Multnomah County grew. Multnomah grew by, and what we'll do is we'll take the final number and we'll subtract from it the original number. In this case, that was that 735,000 number that we've seen, minus what the population was in 2000. And we can bring our calculator out to do that for us. That's 735,334 minus 660,486 be 74,848. Thank you. The number of people in Multnomah grew by that, while in Deschutes grew by. And the final population in 2010 was 157,733, reading off the table, minus the population in 2000. Bring our calculator back. 157,733. 42,366. So from there we see that Multnomah County grew more. Grew more in number of people. Just because 74,000 is bigger than 42,000. And percent change, we measure how much each total increase represents as a fraction of the whole, which is the original. So Multnomah County grew by. And so we'll use that number we got from the subtraction problem, the 74848, and we'll divide it by, actually let's write that out. Total change divided by the original. So that the number we got from the subtraction problem divided by how many people there were originally, which was 660,486. Let's bring our calculator out, calculate that number, 74848 divided by 660. 0.1133. So that increase in population represented an 11.33% increase. Let's do the same for Deschutes. Grew by, we'll do the same total change minus original. So Deschutes grew by 42,366 people, and the original was 115,367. 42366 divided by 115,367, 0.3672. For a 36.72% increase. In this view, we see that Deschutes County grew more. As a percent of its existing population. No, that's not an apostrophe. And so the point of this example is to recognize that both of these measures are good and legitimate, but they don't have to follow each other. So Multnomah County grew more in numbers of people, but Deschutes County grew more as a percent of its existing population. So the next question is, what would it mean to have a negative percent change in population? And this is just going to be that when we did the calculation final minus original, we got a negative number. We must have had a decrease in population. Had a decrease in population. So that when we did the calculation, calculated final minus original, we got a negative number. And we'll do an example of that on the next video. But let's just recap what we did here. So we started out with a table where we have two different counties and their population is changing between 2000 and 2010. We calculate how big a change that was with this final minus original formula. I don't like that color as much. Let's pick something else. And we found that Multnomah County grew more. Multnomah County grew more in the number of people. But when we looked at percent change, we found that Deschutes grew more as a percent of its original population. And we used this formula for that. Great. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.